Have you ever wondered why some of these athletes, musicians, entertainers will make a lot of money in their prime, but then when you hear about them a few years later, you see that they are broke? Before you know it, you see somebody saying, "Do you remember this guy?" Bro, we remember him. He used to be rich. The reason why people make a lot of money and not able to keep it is because they can't do simple mathematics on their head. Many of us hate maths while growing up, but that also translates to inability to keep the money you make. Simple, right? If you can do simple estimations in your head quickly, what it means is that people will always scam you. You can't tell when a discussion is heading towards a loss. If you are doing some business discussion with some people and they are saying 33,000 divided by 14, how many units will it be? You are totally lost. They are saying we ordered 14,000 products at the cost of 62 naira. All right. Now they are saying that they should increase it to 68 naira. Bro, in your mind, you're like, yeah. You know, that's why you lose the money you make, because at every juncture, people will find out that they can get away with slippery talks when it comes to calculations, and you will not notice. Your staff will be robbing you. If the product that was supplied is shortened 10, you will not know. If you're going to end up in profit, you will not know. If the profit is enough to make your business grow, you will not know. By the time you subtract tax, inflation, this, that, you are totally lost. You just know that you're making money. What it will result to is, after you are done in your prime making money, you will gradually start losing all that money. Even if they put you in charge of the business, you will not be able to make it successful. Many athletes today are going into ministry, because they don't have the ability to grow the business. The foundation of keeping money is being able to do basic calculation, not on calculator. I'm going to show you now, right? But on your head. I'll show you a simple secret now. If you hate calculation like me, I'll show you how to do simple calculation in your head, but not with calculation, all right? You'll be able to do estimations in your head. So the whole objective of this video is to show you that, is to help you carry along with discussions, all right? When somebody is calling figures in a discussion, you'll be able to carry along by knowing roughly what the answer is supposed to be. That said 32,329 naira divided by 16. You should be able to tell quickly that the answer is close to 3,000. Maybe higher, maybe lower, all right? But it's close to 3,000. Actually, it's lower, but I will show you why. Okay, so this is my book now, all right? Anything, here's the secret. Anything divided by anything, you will check that whether the denominator is close to 10. If it's close to 10, just remove one number from the top and you get something really close to the answer. Remember, this is about estimations, right? Estimations. We don't need the actual answer. If you need the actual answer, you use a calculator. So 10 divided by 10. This is close to 10. I don't need to do anything. I just strike out this. I'll tell you that the answer is close to 1. All right? We can use our calculator and find out. 10. Oops. See? 10 divided by 10 equal to what? 1, you see? Now, what if 10 divided by 12? How do we know? Since 12 is really close to 10, we say the same thing. We'll strike out the numerator and pick whatever is remaining. We say the answer is close to 1, all right? So let's find out. Okay, 10 divided by 12 equals, you see, 0.8, almost 1. So we're still roughly correct. So if we're in a discussion and somebody raises the 10 divided by 12, you say around 1. Even if you don't speak it out, you already know in your mind. So let's do this, all right? How do you do this? 159 divided by 14. 14 is close to 10. So what do? We just strike out this. So we know that the answer now is close to 15, because it's 15. So let's do it. 159 divided by 14 equals, I see the answer is 11, you see? Really close to 15. Now, how do we know whether, this is actual answer, okay? I'll call it actual answer is 11. The estimated answer, these are estimate, EST, is 15. So this one, EST, is 1, but actual is 0.8. So how do we know whether actual, see, remember we have estimated 1. How do we know whether the actual answer is going to be less or more? If 10 is less than this denominator, that means the actual answer or the correct answer is going to be less than our estimate. If 10 is higher, it means that the correct answer is going to be what? Higher than our estimate. So in this case, 10 is less than 14. So we already know that the answer is close to 15, but less, because 10 is less than 14. So let's do this complex one. Can you do it in your head before I tell you the answer? Since 32 is closer to 10 than 100, if I drew a line now and say 1, 2, 10 is here, 100 is here, right? 32 is somewhere here. It's closer to 10. So we still use the same principle of 10. But if it is closer to 100, what do? We strike out 2, the top 2. You see? But because 100 has 2 zeros. But 10 now is close. This 32 is closer to 10. So we strike out 1 because 10 has only 1 0. That's why we're striking out the top one. So 4,000 divided by 32, we use the same principle. We pick, you just tell the person the answer is close to 400. But how do we know whether the answer is less, the actual answer is going to be less than 400 or more? 10 is less than 32, so the actual answer is going to be less than 400. It's going to be less, right? We don't know what it is, but now we have a rough idea, around 400, but less. So how less can it be? We do an estimate. How many 10s can you bring to be close to 32? So we can bring 10 3 times. Instead of doing 32 divided by 10, we'll convert this to 0 and say 30 divided by 10, that's 3. So if we bring 10 3 times, we'll know. So this final answer, if we divide it by 3, we'll get something really close. 400 divided by 3, somewhere around 100. And you don't need to get the actual answer. So now, what I'm saying is, right, if you are given a number and the denominator is close to 10, strike out the top 0. Even if it's not 0, the last digit, strike it out, okay? You get 400. Now, if you really want to get closer to the answer, you ask yourself, how many 10s can come into the denominator? In this case, it's 3 10s, okay? 3 10s is 30. We will just ignore the last 2. So, since it's 3 10s, we divide our estimate by 3 further. So, we are getting somewhere around 100 and something. So, if we now do it now, 4,000, okay, 4,000 divided by 32 equals 125. You see, we are really close. Even though our initial estimate gave us an idea of where the answer would be. Our initial estimate says 400, and we know that 10 is less than 32, so we know it's less than 400. So if you ask me this question, 4,000 divided by 32, I'll tell you less than 400. Without calculation, I'll just strike out the last one. Let's try this one, okay? This is 49, all right? 49 is somewhere in between 10 and 100. So we can either choose 100 or we choose 10. If we choose 100, we'll strike out the last 2. That's it. So if we're using 100, we can say the answer is close to 167, period. Okay, since 100 is greater than 49, I can say it's higher. The answer would be slightly above 167. Okay, so let's try it. Let's try it, okay? 16,782. So if I ask you this question now, quickly, 16,782 divided by 49. You will tell me that the answer is 167, just 167 equals. So the actual answer is 342, right? But our guess is 167. You see that we are really close to the actual answer, but we know that it's going to be higher. Remember, I gave this arrow telling you it's going to be higher because 100 is higher than 49. So any random number you give me, I can do the estimate immediately. If you say 32,946 divided by 92. 92 is close to 100. I'll strike out the last 2 and tell you that the answer is close to my estimate, EST 329. Really close, right? So if we do the estimate, the actual calculation now, you will see 32,946. 32,946 divided by 92, right? 92 equals 358. You see, our estimate is what? 329, really close. So if you know this, no discussion will catch you unawares. You can keep up with any discussion. All right, we're going to do multiplication later, but it's similar. So let's do one last one. Try and tell me the answer in the comments without you doing anything. Tell me what the estimate is. Let me guess a number. 14,924 divided by 17. What is the answer? Okay, give me first of all the estimated answer and try to get down to the actual. Like, say, how many tens can come into 17? Nearly 2 tens. So the estimated answer you get, you divide it by 2 to get even closer to the answer. All right, so let me answer this. Since 17 is close to 10, I strike out the last one. The answer is 1,492 estimates. 1,492 estimates. Okay. Now, is the actual answer going to be higher or less? Since 10 is less than 17, right? This answer is going to be less. The actual answer is going to be less than our estimate. Okay. So before we even get, this is our estimate, initial estimate, all right? If we want to get closer to the answer, actual answer, we'll ask ourselves, how many tens can come in 17? Nearly 2. Because if you can take out 1 10 from 17, it will remain 7, right? 7 is close to 10. So 17 is close to 20. We could just say that it's nearly 2. So this answer, if we divide it by 2 roughly in our head, how do you divide it? You approximate it. 14 divided by 2, 7. That's all. So the answer is around 700. I come here and say 14,924. 14,924 divided by 17. Answer 877. You see, we are really close. We estimated 700 and something, and the answer is 877. Remember, our initial estimate was 1,400 and something, which is still close to 800. So any number at all you are given. So let's do a number that is higher. Let's do a complex number, okay? 97,446 or 49 divided by 123. What do you do? 123 is really close to 100. So what do? We strike out the top 2 because 100 has 2 zeros. So the answer is going to be close to 974. So if you ask me this without doing any calculation, I'll be like, the answer is close to 974. Since 100 is less than 1, 2, 3, I will tell you that the actual answer is going to be less than 974. So let's do that. Let's do that. 97449. 97449 divided by 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 792, and our answer is 974. So we are really close. So any complex discussion going on, you can easily keep up the pace because you can do the rough estimate in your head. 14,822 products divided by at the cost of 7 naira each. How many will it give you? All right. So to give me what? 1,400 and something. So your last assignment on the comment section, you tell me on the comment section, let's get a number. Let's say 7,896 divided by 16. Give you what?